Hello, good evening. Welcome to another Sinday school session here with Witches and Heathens of CNY. Hello, I'm going to give people a little bit to show up. This one is going to be a nice, quick little recipe. So I'm very excited for this one. Now we do have a few Sinday sessions lined up, so for the next month we have them pretty much lined up, which is awesome. I love it when that happens. So we do have some cool things in store for the coming weeks of our Sinday sessions. And also I want to add in that if anyone ever wants to volunteer to host a Sinday school session, please contact any of the admins. We will be more than happy to put you on the calendar. We do have a Sinday session guide, so when we do have some planned, you can find everything all in one place, I guess. But tonight's Sinday school session is on healing poppets. Hello! So we really wanted to do this as a Sinday session to show everybody that poppets aren't always used for negative workings. Now, a lot of the times, we did have some Sinday sessions where the intent was on the darker side of things, which is okay. We embrace that. It's okay. But tonight we're going to be showing you how to do it in a good way. You're going to be using a poppet in a good way. It is for healing. This one specifically is for someone that needs just hospital crap to stop, and we're going to be doing our best to get that end result that we want. So that's what we're doing tonight. So welcome, and I'm so glad you all are joining in. Now I won't be doing the actual ritual that I'll be doing live here because it's personal, and if I do it in front of everybody, I'll have to say the name and all this other fun stuff. So I'm just gonna pretty much walk you through exactly what you should be doing or could be doing, or if you want to take my advice or don't, it doesn't matter. Follow your own arrow. If something like this seems like a working that you would want to do, then go ahead and try it. That's what this is here for, is to just open your eyes to the possibilities of what you can be doing with your intentions and your energy and all this fun stuff. Absolutely. So, I will begin by going through my ingredients that I have. So, I did make sure it was nice and typed up for me beforehand, and I put my recipe on here. So, I'll be sharing this after the video. I will post the actual typed up version of it and all my ingredients. So, I don't have all the ingredients right here in front of me, which is weird. Usually I do, but I did make I put everything in a nice little bowl. See, I'm trying to save time like they do on cooking shows. So, the plants and things that I have in this poppet are all promoting healing and strength. So I have Self-Heal, which was harvested right here on the property. Burdock, which is also for healing, and that is also from the property. Myrrh, and that is for healing and peace of mind. Rue, and that is for healing. Thyme, for peace of mind. Rosemary, to help give strength and protection. Dragon's blood, to boost all of the above and below, I guess, and protection. Bay, a couple bay leaves I did for protection, and fern for protection. A bunch of these were harvested on the property. We're all about harvesting and getting hands-on and really learning in a hands-on sort of way, like it's a trade school. We're getting you hands-on. Yeah, so those are the plants and stuff. But I also have some crystals. I have quartz crystals, some amethyst, and tiger's eye. The other miscellaneous ingredients I have some bone dust in here, and that is to give an animal or a life representation within your Poppet. Now, if you don't have bone dust, that's okay. You can use a bone or a dead bug, something, or something that an essence of person can cling to. Something, yeah, just as I said, to cling to. Hi, Justin. Welcome to class. So, I also will be adding, when I do my actual ritual, I will be adding not Proctor. I was going to do Proctor's Ledger, but I'm doing Protector Graveyard Moss. So, you know, as witches, we do harvest things at cemeteries. This was specifically off of a grave of a firefighter. You can tell typically by what is on the headstone. You know, always leave your offerings and ask before taking and all that fun stuff. But this is a protection sort of thing. So, you know, this healing Poppet is not only to promote healing of what has already been caused, but it's also to protect this person from any further damages. You know, so there's pretty much equal amounts of protection and healing and strength. Strength is huge too, I think, in all of this, and peace of mind. So, we shall proceed with the ingredients. Oh, you also need a black candle and cloth. So, okay, the Poppet that I'm using, my sister made, and he's so adorable. Now, I just so happen to have this on hand, so that's what I'm using, and this was actually stuffed already. I just took the stitching out and I unstuffed a whole bunch of it so I can fill it with the wonderful healing properties and herbs and things for this person. Now, once I put a bunch of stuff in it, I will seal it up, but we'll get there. So, you'll need that. You can do a no-sew Poppet, which involves a 12-inch, at least, by 12-inch square. And you start with the head and you work your way backwards. You can stop if you want to make it a skirt representation is what I was going to say, or representing a female. Or you can do the pants or whatever, however you want to do it, whatever you're comfortable with or whatever your preference is, really. You'll do just fine. So, you cut the 2 layers of white cloth in a rough shape of a person that you're going to be sewing together and healing. And you leave the part of the head unstitched if you're doing the sewing kind. And then you fill the Poppet with the earth. So if you have any dirts or moss or whatever, your crystals. You can also include personal concerns. So this would be hair, nail clippings. You can also include a photograph of the person. So in mine, there is a photograph of the person. The person's name will be on the back of it, along with any identifying information. So that would be date of birth, parents' names, anything that you can use to connect this personal. It's called a name card, basically. You're putting the person's name on it, on the back of it. If you don't have a picture, you can just do the name card. Whatever information you have on the person, that's what you're going to use. Okay. Or you can use a sample of the handwriting of the person you wish to heal. So this person specifically actually gave me a little piece of paper to include in that. So it's basically your petition. It's what the person would like specifically to be healed about them, and you know, whatever, however they want to word it. Always be specific in your workings, or if you're doing it for someone else, be very specific in how you word things. Okay. So, you can create a sacred circle. You can do this by the salt. You can do very minimal. You can do extravagant. You can do it however you want to do it. You don't even have to do that per se. You could just cleanse your area with an incense of sorts. You don't have to go too regimented as far as that goes. And then you light an altar candle and a black candle. So if you want to do both, you can. It's not necessary. The black candle has a purpose, though, and that is to suck the negative, all the illness or ailments out of the person that you're healing. So I am going to light the black candle now. I don't have the altar candle. Altar candle. Did I say that right? It sounded weird when it came out. But I could be wrong. And then the first step always with a poppet is to basically name the poppet or place the essence of the person inside the poppet. Now, there's a couple ways. You can do it over a course of 3 nights, and you can basically name the person every night and light the candle and sit it by the candle to really kind of put that person's essence into the poppet. And this would go with any intent that you're trying to do for these poppets. This is a basic, very basic naming of the poppet. And you can call upon whoever you want to call upon. This is just very, very basic, okay? So, you hold out your poppet in front of you, and you say, "Creature of cloth thou art, now creature of flesh and blood you be. I name you, blah, 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 name of person you are healing. No more shall your body be harmed, no more shall you feel ill, nor shall sickness spread, by the power of the gods and by my will, so mote it be." And then you can breathe a breath of life into your doll. And you can do this each night. If you're deciding you want to do it over 3 nights, to really be sure, I guess, then you would do that every night. And then, after you feel like this person has been named as they should be, now when you're saying, "I name you, name of person you are healing," after that you could say, "son or daughter of," blah, 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 if you know their parents' names, "born on such and such date," if you know the date of birth. Like, you can be specific with this. And like I said, I will share this in the comments after. Okay, so you're going to visualize all the illness in this person flowing into the black candle. So the black candle is going to soak up my best way to tell you to visualize is think of the Green Mile, when the guy is sucking all the illness out of the people, and it's almost like a swarm of bees or something, but it's not obviously bees, it's the ick flowing. You're going to be imagining something like that flowing out of your poppet and going into your candle. Most of magic and witchcraft and spell work is visualizing. If you are someone that you're like, "I cannot visualize to save my life," then write it all out and be specific in your writing, because that will be your way of visualizing. Okay? So, you sit there as long as you feel like you need to really get any bit of illness out of this person that you can. You can sit as long as you need to, as long as, keep your energy flowing, keep using your emotions to build up all of this energy that you're putting into this doll, you're putting into taking out the bad from your friend or your person or whoever you're trying to heal, whether it be yourself or your friend or a client, whatever you do. Okay? So then you can wrap the poppet in a piece of black cloth and tie it with a ribbon. And you can or you can use like a white ribbon and kind of almost like bandaging it up after surgery. You know what I mean? It looks like you're binding the person, but you're not. You're repairing the person. So it's obviously with intent. You're wrapping this person. You're not binding them, so don't say that. So while you're doing this, though, you say something along the lines of, "Poppet sits at its base." Then you take the poppet and the remains of the candle and bury them in the ground or toss them in flowing water, ocean, creek, or river. And then you walk away without looking back at it. So whenever you make a poppet like this, you always, you treat it as a person. Once you name it, you treat it as that person. And from then on, it is the person. There's many different ways that you can go about poppet spell work. For example, this one, I will be burying it at my spiritual tree out back, and I'm going to ask my tree also for its help in helping to heal this person. And of course, as I leave offerings, as I often do at this tree, is going to help not just this person's spell, but everybody else's spells that are also in there, which those of you who have a spell in my ground, you know who you are. But that's essentially the gist of a healing poppet. And of course, you want to check in with your client or your friend or whoever to see if things are improving, if you need to step up your game, if you need to do another working, if you need to be more specific, if you need to call upon different deities, however you need to do it to go to the next step. Hopefully, this will be the only step you need to take. But always remember, if you are someone that has to work alone, then do the work alone. Just make sure you put your all into it. I know a lot of the times when people haven't done spell work with other people ever before, it can feel very different and very weird, and you can't concentrate your energy when, I guess, you're not feeling it. If you're not comfortable, if you're not 100% comfortable. And I'm not saying you have to be 100% confident yet to do something like this. It's hold on. There's a car backing into my driveway. And it's late at night. People don't usually back into my driveway right now. I think they're leaving. That's weird. I'm not open right now. They're not gone yet. Sorry. I don't know. Looks like they broke down in the driveway. Isn't this so exciting? I don't know. I guess if anyone knocks. No, they're going. They're going. It freaks me out, okay? It freaks me out. That was fun, wasn't it? Sorry, guys. That's what happens when you go live. But now I don't even know what I was saying. Does anyone know what I was saying? Before some weirdo parked in my driveway. Way past closing time. Oh, well, you have to feel comfortable. Like I said, you don't have to be 100% confident, but you should feel comfortable a little bit to be able to do this. This is very basic. Beginners can do this. We all have someone in our lives that probably could use some healing. Always ask people, well, I guess not always, but if it, I feel like they might want to know if they're going to be healed soon, So does anyone have any questions at all? Any questions for this Sinday school session, this wonderful poppet making class? I'm going to give it a second, see if there's any questions. And if not, then that's the end of tonight's Sinday school session. And it was a very good one. I think it's very important for everybody to see all aspects of witchcraft. And, I know a lot of people, they hear poppets and they automatically think negative things, bad things, like we're poking them with voodoo, needles, which is fine too. It's totally fine. But yes, there are different ways to dispose of it. Now, if you burn one, that means you're going to want to, really destroy your working. You don't want this working to happen, what have you. That's what a burning type of thing would do. Burying it, I think, helps nurture, so it's definitely go with your instincts, and get hands-on. That's the biggest thing. And if you do end up having any questions, if you're making a poppet one day and you're like, oh crap, I might need some advice, go ahead and reach out to one of us. It's a very, very simple working, and it's rewarding. You're helping someone out. So always keep that in mind, that there are different types of poppets. and they're not scary, and they can be actually quite fun. So, have a great night, everyone, and thank you for tuning in. Next week, I believe, is Daniel Harms. He will be talking. He switched his topic. It was something else, now switched. But it's in the Sunday School Guide, which if you want, I can post the link to that as well so you can stay up to date. And then I think it's the 18th where Jeff is going to be doing one that involves, I think, communicating with ancestors. So we have some fun Sunday School sessions coming up this month. And don't forget, we do have photo shoots too. If you're interested in being in the calendar, please reach out to one of us admins. We do have spots available left for the next one, which is October 17th, and that is at the Rome train station. And then the next one after that is full. That one's Oakwood, but then we have a second Oakwood date, and that's December 5th, and we do have some spots available left for that too. So get in touch with someone. It's $15 a person. Let us know, and have a great night. Thank you for watching. Yes, you're welcome. And, every Sunday someone goes live in the group. So if anyone wants to volunteer ever, also reach out. We're always taking people as volunteers to host the Sunday School session. It's fun. I love it. I have so much fun with it. I feel like people enjoy them, so it's a good time. All right, guys. Bye. Good night. Ooh.